again, guys. Thank you for coming back to my channel, guys. I hope you guys are well, and I hope all of you guys watching this video had a chance to go to the movie theater and see Godzilla King of the Monsters. And man, what an awesome movie Godzilla King of the Monsters was. It is now my favorite Godzilla movie. Alright, so I hope you guys had an awesome time. I sure did. I can't wait to see this movie again. Now, keeping in with the spirit of Godzilla King of the Monsters, we're gonna do the new S.H.Monsterarts Godzilla 2019 review today, guys. And as you see before you, and man, what a nice figure that you guys that we all got. All right, so before we go into the figure, let me just quickly show you guys the box. All right, so we get a really nice box decoration. Okay, so this is a very welcome change as opposed to like all the other box art that we've gotten previously by S.H.Monsterarts. This is something different, something fresh, and I actually like this a lot. But I think that we're only gonna see this kind of box style for the release of the MonsterVerse monsters only. Okay, so yeah, so just taking a look at the box. Okay, so on the side, you know, we got the MonsterVerse logo, we got promotional stills, all right, and we have another promotional still from that we've seen before. Okay, so we got this and the bottom part, and that's pretty much it for the box, guys. All right, guys, so now getting into the figure itself, let me just adjust the camera a little. All right, now I think you guys are gonna like this figure a lot. I mean, I sure do. Unfortunately I don't have the NECA figure to give you know, an honest opinion about this figure. You know, to give an honest comparison, I should say. But judging from all the photos I've seen, I think this figure here is the most screen accurate Godzilla on the market. All right, in terms of articulation wise, all right, especially in this 6-inch scale. All right, guys, so just taking a look at this guy, I mean, he's really nicely detailed. All right, now I do have the S.H.Monsterarts Godzilla 2014 with me, so I'll show you guys a comparison with that guy in a little bit. All right, so I'm just giving you guys a look at the details. All right, it's very nicely sculpted. Now, to my understanding, according to the S.H.Monsterarts fan site, they use the files from the movie, and they 3D printed it, and Yuji Sakai touched up the sculpt a little. So yeah, I mean, it looks really nice. So let's just get into the articulation of the figure. All right, so you know, you can move his head about that much, that way, and you can move his head all the way up, which is nice, which is which was one of the main selling points, you know, when they first showed this figure. All right, so that's pretty cool. All right, now in terms of like the engineering, certain things have changed. Okay, now on my figure, I can move his arm, this arm here, all the way around. I can move it only about that much up. Okay, so you got double jointed elbows. Okay, so you got a wrist. You know, you can, there's like a little hinge on the or swivel, whatever you call them. Sorry. All right, but on this arm here, it's really stiff. Like I was watching Sal on Ultrazilla, and he had the same issue with his figure, that this shoulder here just doesn't want to rotate all that much. All right, so let me just, oops, sorry. All right, so yeah, I have a hard time moving this shoulder here. All right, so just moving on, so you can crunch them about, crunch them down that much. Okay, so you got a pretty good crunch. Okay, so the tail is about the same as the other S.H.Monsterarts. Okay, you got all these ball joints and things, and it can hold the pose almost. Okay, at least on my figure, it can hold the pose a little. All right, now I've been playing around with this guy, you know, for toy photography and stuff. So the more I've played around with him, the more his joints have gotten loose. Okay, which is fine. All right, so so you got basically almost the exact same same articulation as the previous S.H.Monsterarts. All right, so pretty good. All right, now let me show you the breath effect that comes with this Godzilla. All right, so you got this one. Now you might notice that this is the exact same breath effect sculpt as the Spitfire 2014 Godzilla. It's even got the little hole you know, that you insert the stand in. All right, so they didn't do anything different with this, unfortunately. I wish they would have given us a different sculpt, because you know his this version of Godzilla, his beam effect is stronger. All right, so you just insert it into the mouth like that. And to switch out the jaw, the best thing you can do is just take out the head itself. All right, and let me give you guys a little bit more light. Okay, so then what you do is just pull it right out. All right, so you got that little peg right there, and then you just try and jam this in there until there you got it right there, and then that's what you pretty much get. All right, and so I'm gonna insert this back in. All right, and then you just insert this in. Now this is a little bit curved, all right, which with a hair dryer I'm pretty sure you can straighten this out. All right, so I kind of had to do that with mine when I was doing toy photography. And if you lean them all the way back, then you get that pose that you got in the first trailer. Ooh, let me just switch up. Oh, sorry guys. Let me just move them back a little. All right, so it doesn't hold really well, so use it sparingly, you know what I mean? So it can only hold so much until it'll just start dropping. All right, but this is actually a nice change, in my opinion, all right, as opposed to using stands all the time, which was kind of getting old, in my opinion. All right, so I'm just going to switch the jaw back, because I prefer this jaw, actually. All right, so you should take the head off. I mean, it's if you don't, it's much more tedious to put the jaw back in. All right, now let me bring out the 2014, so give you guys a comparison. Okay, so I'm gonna try and stand this guy up as much as I can upright. All right, and there, so you can see that the 2019 has a little bit more height, okay, but you can also see that the head of the 2014 is bigger, so they scaled down the head for the 2019. Now there's a reason for that, okay, because as we now know that this version of Godzilla is now the biggest on-screen Godzilla, not including Godzilla Earth, of course. So basically his body grew, but his head stayed the same pretty much, okay? But unfortunately that doesn't come through in the figure itself. So I personally would have liked to have seen this figure be upscaled. All right, so you know, to illustrate that point, I think it would have been awesome if they would have upscaled this Godzilla. So let me just bring out my shin. All right, so I wish they would have upscaled this guy so he could be slightly bigger, like as you probably seen you know, comparison photos and things of you know, to show how tall he is now in comparison to what he was before. But I think the reason why is because if they were to, you know, upscale got this version, this figure, they would have also had to have upscaled King Ghidorah, and he would probably end up being a little more expensive. That's my guess, based on no evidence, but that's what I think. All right, guys. So you can see differences in the sculpt a little. So the coloration is different. This one is a little bit more slimmer on this part over here as opposed to this guy, but he doesn't look as bulky. Like, I mean, this is almost dead on, but it's not, you know, 100% accurate. I mean, if you look at the X Plus Gigantic series, Godzilla 2019, that's coming out, I mean, the proportions on that figure does look pretty accurate, and I can't wait to get that figure. All right, so yeah, so I don't know what more to say about this figure. I mean, this is I think this is a worthy purchase. All right, I also almost forgot, guys. Like, the eyes on this guy here too, they're so small that you can barely see them. All right, so I mean, if you do have issues with the eyes, it's probably not that bad, because I mean, you can barely see them. Like, if this guy's gonna be on your shelf, you know, you're barely gonna see those eyes. So it's not much of a big deal, at least for me. Okay, well, thankfully on mine they're okay. All right, guys, so that's it for my review. All right, guys, and thank you so much for watching. So I'm going to show you guys the toy photography of the S.H.Monsterarts Godzilla 2019. Alright, guys, so if you guys haven't seen the movie yet, please go out and watch that movie. It's a real treat. Hopefully you guys won't be disappointed. I sure wasn't. Alright, guys, and again, this figure is definitely worth the grab, guys. Alright, so once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll show you guys the behind the scenes of my toy photography. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.